Even in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan Krishna has said to Arjun that there will always be duality. He says like Rag, Dvesh, Hani, Labh, Janam, Mrityu. They are dualities. Yash, Apayash. And Guru Gorakhnath Ji is saying that on this earth there will always be peace and there will always be turbulence. These two factors will always coexist. This means that this earth will always have conflicts or turbulence along with peace, and they always coexist. Love and hate are next door neighbors. Means if like how we have two neighbors side by side, in the same way these two extreme feelings of humans, that is love and hate, they are always going to be on earth. Wherever there is human beings, love and hate will always coexist, and pain and pleasure stride together. Means like how you hold hands and walk together, how you take leaps together, stride together. So in the same way, pain and pleasure. And how do we translate this in our life? We also can understand this concept by saying that actually our body is never static. We keep having pleasures in it, we keep having pain in it. And in our life also we have joys, we have pain or sadness or sorrow. It cannot be one thing continuing. And in the same way, in our minds also we keep having peace and we are also turbulent. So these two contrary or opposing qualities have been designed by God. And the reason why God has created these two feelings or these two opposite things is that, when there are two forces, if they become equal, see, if there are two forces and if they are not equal, one force will push the other down, and if they are equal, it will be static. So God doesn't want this earth to be static, because if it is static, it will stop. The only way it can be continuously be existing is through dualities, because there will be someone who will always do the constructive work and there will always be someone who will destroy it. But when someone destroys, everything doesn't get destroyed. A part of it is always there. So from there, that sapling someone comes and then takes it forward. So this is the reason that dualities will always be in our lives. So that's why I preach you all, I keep telling you, don't expect life to be an extreme kind of perfect life. It will never be. It is only in spirit actually that these dualities don't exist. In Prakriti, what we have talked in the morning, Purush and Prakriti, because all this is Prakriti. Man is Prakriti, Atma is not Prakriti. So in Atma, if we learn to hold it or live in Atma, then there is no duality, right? So this is turbulence and peace always coexist. Love and hate are next door neighbors. Pain and pleasure stride together, and life and death walk hand in hand. Means these two are always together. Wherever there is death, there is sure to be life, and wherever there is life, there has to be death. Only because of life and death, the concept of temporariness. Otherwise, imagine this earth, what if you only had one kind of species or one kind. Just imagine if something were to just go on and on. So God has made His creation in such a manner that it should always be continuous. And when I asked God, why do you want the earth or the Prakriti to be continuous? Why you never want it to stop? You are immortal, or your presence can never be thwarted, or your presence can never be negated. It will never come to an end. That's fine. But why do you want this earth to continue always? That's what in Gita it is said, Main Anant, Meri Srishti Anant, Main Anadi, Meri Srishti Anadi. When Bhagavan Krishna is talking from the point of spirit or God, these are the words that he speaks. That मैं अनादि हूँ, मेरी सृष्टि अनादि है, ये सत्य सदा रहेगा. All these words are used by Krishna. So when I ask the same thing to God, that why do you want it to continue? Because what God says doesn't seem very correct, in the sense, not correct, but it doesn't look to be very fair, because we see, at least our eyes see more of hatred, more of, we don't see the other side. There must be more of love, but we see more of hate, because we are stuck with hate. We see more of destruction. But there is so much regeneration, and eyes don't see that. So when I asked God, why do you want this Srishti to continue? Leave aside what I see, whether I see good or bad. But why have you decided to have this Srishti Anant Anadi, कोई और ना छोड़, because no one knows कैसे सृष्टि शुरू हुई, इसका अंत कब होगा. जैसे परमात्मा अनंत है, परमात्मा का कोई छोर नहीं जान सकता है, मीन्स द शोर यू डोंट नो कहाँ से शुरू हुआ, कहाँ जाएगा. तो ये प्रकृति में ऐसा क्या है जो भगवान आप चाहते हैं कि ये चलती ही जाए, कभी ना खत्म हो. So very sweetly God said, I have made this with my own love, so I don't want it to be destroyed. This means this Srishti is an extension of God's love. So I do not want it to be destroyed.
About a couple of lines ago, some dates I mentioned, 200 years, 500 years. What is significant?
What is significant?
उसमें कौन है?
Is it? It's the value of
that one. Yes.
Went by that. Then even not from that.
अगर अभी बता भी देंगे तो तब थोड़ी पता याद रहेगा.
That is what I was thinking. Yeah. Please change your DNA and go before you die. We must die with that memory. That's what I say, clear memory cache. Like how you remove your unwanted things, files. So please remove all those files which need to be deleted and go back with good memories, so that you are reborn with good smriti. Okay. My questions and answers should be sketched and enclosed for posterity, as my laborious work of this manuscript will be best understood after 216 years, I am told. I am speaking about myself here. That myself, I am told that my work of this manuscript called Spirit and Life should be preserved very well now, because this is a very laborious work. It has demanded a lot of labor from me, And this is a scripture. This is a new scripture that God has made as per the time and age. As even Ramayana was written again, Bhagavad Gita has been written many times, and recently it was Gyandev Maharaj who wrote Gyaneshwari. So from time to time scriptures are redefined, and even Aurobindo ji redefined Upanishads and whatever, everything. A lot of scriptures have been redefined and rewritten by many saints. So I was told that I should actually get serious about my work, and now I have become. Because I had offered everything to God, so I said, once I have offered, then it's up to God to take care, and my job is done. So they have told me that today the world will not understand this manuscript too well. And it happens with every shastra, every granth. It is only when that person has gone or some time has lapsed and then new people come, they are little advanced, and then it is understood. So though it is definitely received well, or at least I feel it is received well, even if it is received well by, say, a handful of people. Because such things cannot be received well by a mass. No, it cannot. It's much above their understanding. So God has told Gorakhnath ji, who told me that my work will be best understood after 216 years, because many out of you will come after 216 years again. Means your date of birth has already been announced.
That's what I was thinking.
Is that the next birth or the third birth, second birth? Till then.
No, actually, we should not think time as time is also eternal, no? And this life is very important for me as well as you. And you should say that I tell myself now, this is the best ever life I had in any of my births. Though it must be the most difficult, but actually I love this life. So this is the turning wheel. So this is your best life. Because you made something out of it, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it true? You made something out of it. So many of you who are now listening to me, you will actually understand after 216 years, which is fine, Because you need a lot of experiences also still left. Hai? Still left. Because our soul has to go through specific experiences. That's why I told you in the morning, never say that, oh, so and so person was horrific, she or he made me. No, don't say that. They were the kind of experiences you really need or needed. Because your soul will always awaken only by specific experiences. We don't awake by ordinary experiences. Remember that. We need to be shaken up. Otherwise we are always in a long, deep slumber. We are all Kumkarans in some way. We never want to wake up. Right? So many of you will come back after just 200 years and will recall what I had said.
Again, you will be taking the same classes there.
Same classes.
I will come after 500 years, not 216. But you will again come to me during that time. Huh? पक्का, packed.
But I was there earlier also with you.
हाँ, तो तभी तो देखो ना, कब से पढ़ रहे हैं ना.
कब क्या था, वो क्या था, you tell me, you know?
हाँ.
Tell me.
See, I had many lives as ऋषि कन्या. ऋषियों से मेरा बहुत साथ रहा है. Many lives, at least the beginning lives, many lives have been associated. Maximum lives have been associated with rishis, either as their daughter or patni or whatever. And I was born many times in such homes. And there was a time when that mother or that rishi made the first ever स्त्री कन्याओं का गुरुकुल.
Okay.
Because that time girls were never taught. They were only taught home domestic work, right? So I was made to teach in those Kanya Vidyalaya. So my experiences are more of teaching. So somewhere I know you were there, and I know of someone else also. At that time when I must have taught, and you must have been a student or whatever. So I was your teacher earlier also.
And how many years back?
Maybe I can calculate sometime.
Okay. No, I just asked because the years were being calculated.
No, I have been to all these places. In fact, that was the place where Mandira was living as a tenant for the first time. And from there Vasant Vihar. Because that must be some other village or something, maybe 8,000 years back, or God knows how many years back. But from that place, because that was the house of a rishi, where today there is a modern bungalow or whatever. No, today C block or whatever. F block. C was the second house. F block. So from there I have written very wonderful posts, and I could see the faces of that parent, matlab father, mother, and I could see a Vidyalaya or a Gurukul, and that's a very good thing. Imagine it is like say Jyotiba Phule doing the first thing, or Brahmo Samaj for widow remarriage, or Rajaram, something for the first time, or trying to change the society radically. So path breaking thing, right? Trailblazers kind of work. So I felt that yes, it's a wonderful thing. I had good parents who did such a nice thing that they decided to teach girls in a Gurukul. So why only boys? So the association still remains. Probably that's why teaching is still the best thing I like. And it's very easy for me. It's not a pain, or I don't feel that arey kaam karna pad raha hai. Never. So all these experiences accumulate in our memory. All the experiences of our lives are actually etched. It's like a print or some kind of code we have in our DNA. And they are actually our sanskars also. So anyway, we were here. And a few will come back with me after a little more than 500 years in the beautiful valley of Kinnar and Gandharv on the paradise of earth. Which is the beautiful valley of Kinnar and Gandharv? I thought you knew. Kashmir. Babaji will be reborn again in Kashmir after 500 years. Maftar Babaji.
What do you mean reborn? He has not left his body?
No, he will leave, and then immediately or in a short time again he'll be reborn.
He's going to leave the body.
After a few years, when he thinks whatever he came for has been accomplished, He'll be reborn again after a few years. Of course, there'll be a gap. And he'll be reborn in Kashmir, because they want to revive Kashmir. Kashmir was always the land of devtas. So Kinnar Gandharv बोलते हैं उनको. They are the special beings who are extremely fond of arts, music, and they are the ones who can make raga, and they like a very quiet and peaceful and a beautiful land to inspire themselves to be creative. When again Dharma, Satya, Yoga and Tap, what Babaji is doing now, Babaji will do again. He wants to come back to revive this.
So Satyug, which just started now, that would be in full force by it.
Yeah. This is just the startup.
Yeah.
But after 500 years, there should be some betterment or some progress. It won't be as bad as it is.
This is the transition period between Kali Yuga and the Satyuga.
Not the transition. Transition is of 10,000 years.
Between Kali Yuga and
It's a cycle. That means it's going on happening. No? Slowly. Adharam will decline. Dharma will come back. It's a balance, no?
Has that already started?
Yeah. When again Dharma, Satya, Yoga and Tap will flourish, these four pillars of a virtuous society, bereft of which people are doomed. And that's why Babaji has made our blog based on these four pillars. And that's what I asked Babaji when you were in your mother's this thing, like before you were born, what kind of consciousness you had. So he said, I always remembered, मुझे धर्म ये ऐसे इसी धर्म सत्य योग तप या योग तप धर्म सत्य ये चीज़ लेके मैं जन्मा था. I already knew what was योग, I already knew what was धर्म, what was तप, what was सत्य. उनको सत्य का ज्ञान पहले ही था, तो उस सत्य के ज्ञान के साथ उन्होंने जन्म लिया. That means वो पहले से awakened थे.
आप जब जन्म लोगे तो you also will be like awakened, born awakened kind of thing. But those who are like awakened in this life, like someone like you, when again you'll have to reborn, because as a will of God, reborn awakened. So those reborn will be like reborn as awakened already, or again some level?
No. इस अवस्था के बाद कभी विस्मृति नहीं होती है. अब जो पूछ रहे हो ना, क्या हम भूल जाते हैं? नहीं, एक स्थिति के बाद नहीं भूलते. पर जब तक आप उस अवस्था तक नहीं आओगे, आप भूल जाओगे. क्योंकि अगर एक ही जन्म में पूर्ण तरह से हमने माया का पूरा नाश कर लिया है, और केवल माया का नाश नहीं किया है, इतना ईश्वर के ध्यान में, ईश्वर के कार्य में, ईश्वर की स्मृति में इतना हम जी लिए, तो वो दोबारा तंद्रा या नींद नहीं होती है. इसको शास्त्र में तंद्रा बोलते हैं. माया की नींद है ना, उसको नींद इज नॉट संस्कृत वर्ड, कि हम बहुत टाइम से एक नींद में हैं, जागते हुए भी सो रहे हैं. तो ये जो है कि भी कच्ची नींद है, ऐसा वाला नहीं है. क्योंकि अगर इसका अभ्यास नहीं किया है और परमात्मा का स्मरण कम किया है, तब ये दोबारा वापस से हमको करना पड़ता है. जिनको हम लोग समाधि की अवस्थाएं तरह तरह की बताते हैं, समाधि के जो निर्विकल्प और ये सब जो डिस्क्रिप्शंस हैं, बेसिकली वो स्टेजेस हैं ह्यूमन सोल की, जिसमें जितनी माया जिसने नाश कर ली है, और नाश पूर्ण तरह से नाश कर ली है, जो मैंने कल आपको डिस्क्राइब किया था, जो मेरे बाबा जी ने करके दिया, कि प्राणों में जो वासनाएं हैं, वो नाश नहीं होती। अगर वे नाश हो चुकी होती हैं तब दोबारा इंसान कभी नहीं सोता और उसके बाद इतना ईश्वर का स्मरण कर लेता है कि ये स्मृति सत्य हो जाती है और माया असत्य हो जाता है। तो वो दोबारा पुनर्जन्म नहीं, एक्चुअल में वो पुनर्जन्म नहीं होता है। वो केवल मानव सेवा के लिए, ईश्वर इच्छा पे चलने के लिए, ईश्वर के लिए जन्म लिया जाता है। तो फिर जो भी प्रारब्ध बनती है, फिर भी प्रारब्ध बनती है। आई नो व्हाट यू आर आस्किंग, क्यूरियोसिटी क्या है। प्रारब्ध फिर भी बनती है क्योंकि शरीर है, पर वो लिपायमान नहीं होते और बंधन नहीं होता। और अगर कुछ बंधन आता है तो वो ऐसे निकल ही जाता है। पर ये हमको नहीं सोचना चाहिए, जो एक इमेजिनेशन होती है कि शायद पता नहीं किस स्टेट में रिबॉर्न होते हैं। और इस अवस्था में जब हम वापस जन्म लेते हैं तो जो स्टेट ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस है वो बहुत एक्यूट होती है, बिकॉज वो स्मृति में सब याद होता है कि ये सब नहीं करना है। तभी तो देखिए ना, कोई भी जन्म लेते हैं तो सब कितने हम लोग फर्क होते हैं, क्योंकि हम लोग सब अपना कुछ लेके, जिसको बोलते हैं हम अपना लेके आए। तो अगर बाबा जी भी अगर दोबारा जन्म लेंगे, इनफैक्ट बहुत लोग वापस आएंगे, शालिग्राम बाबा वापस आएंगे, बहुत सारे लोग एक साथ इकट्ठे आने वाले, क्योंकि इतना पुश देना पड़ेगा तब जाके सत्ययुग थोड़ा थोड़ा करके आएगा। क्योंकि काम ज्यादा बढ़ जाता है ना, इतने लोगों को आज थोड़ा जगाया है तो वो काम तो पूरा नहीं हो सकता है ना, क्योंकि आयु तो सीमित है ना सबकी। तो फिर वो काम, इट्स लाइक एक नैप ले लिया आफ्टरनून में, फिर काम कर लिया, इतना ही है, सिर्फ थोड़ा एड्रेस बदलता है। हाँ?
What about people like us, man? Like, who started crawling toward the finish line and crawled like 100 meters. And like, starting line. And we're gonna like in the next birth, we're gonna start from the start line again.
relay होना चाहिए.
That's what I exactly.
The incentive is if you start from the 100 meters, that's good enough. I don't want to go back to starting line again.
Good question. Good question.
We can pay some tax, but we want to start.
Who all are coming to me? नहीं, I'm asking. Yes, I like your attitude for everything. बिना सोचे, yes. मैं ये कर रही हूँ, बस क्या पता नहीं. I like it. Okay, who all are sent to me? There are some people who've done little bit of the sadhana earlier. Then there are some people who are starting now for the first time. So those who are starting now will definitely have a harder time. But if it is your first life where you are actually doing your sadhana, it's a very good start. What if you hadn't started? So it will not stop here. You will again be reborn and you will again pursue the same thing.
Pursue from the beginning or like
No, it can't be beginning. It can't. It can never be. Paripoon's question was that is there a possibility that how much effort, say if I put so much effort, now if one dies and takes a new birth, poor person, does that person really have to redo everything? This is what he's trying to say, yeah. In what state is that person born? This is what he was trying to ask, because this is a complete science and it is good if you are more curious about such things. So whatever I am today, it's not because of one life. Remember that. When a singer can take 34 lives to sing so well, if for 34 lives you which has been singing, only then you become a pandit or a master, na? So in the same way, even for yoga, one life is never enough. बिकॉज इफ यू रियली गो टू सी आउट ऑफ योर होल लाइफ वन पर्टिकुलर, तो इसमें बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स होते हैं, तो बहुत मुश्किल से, बहुत तकलीफों से, बहुत कठिनाई से वो एक परफेक्ट कंडीशन आता है जिसको कोई रेयरली भाप पाता है. मीन्स यू कैन हार्डली इवन सेंस दैट ओ दिस इज इट, दिस इज द मोमेंट, and you should sense it that this is the moment. And once you sense it that this is the moment, you should say the rest of the things are trivia. क्योंकि ये दोबारा ये कॉम्बिनेशन नहीं होने वाला है. वो एक बार हो गया तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं हर बार होएगा. एक बार हम मिल गए तो जरूरी नहीं है हम हमेशा मिलते ही रहेंगे. अनलेस किसी का कुछ काम बचा है या किसी का ऐसा इतना अच्छा कर्मा है कि वो फिर या गोरखनाथ जी और मच्छिंद्र नाथ जी की तरह वापस आते रहे.
तो मैं ऐसा हो सकता है इच्छा शक्ति संकल्प शक्ति स्ट्रॉन्ग करे अगले जन्म में कि ये माँ जब हमारा जन्म हुआ समझ आए सब कुछ जाए.
हो सकता है, क्यों नहीं हो सकता, हो सकता है. मन की माया आप खत्म करो, मन के ये जो पर्दे हैं वही तो सारा ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन है आपका. तो जैसे मैंने आपको अपनी कुछ पर्सनल बातें बताई सुबह, तो ये सब समझ के ही तो मैंने बोला ना कि अब मैं थोड़ी समय गवा सकती हूँ, मैं थोड़ी 1-5 मिनट किसी को फालतू में दूंगी. क्योंकि मेरे को अगर वो भी समझ आ गया कि ये कलयुग है, सिर्फ एक बार भगवान इतनी जल्दी मेरे को इतना फास्ट फॉरवर्ड कर सकते हैं. एक वंस एंड ओनली एक ही ऐसा कलयुग है जिसमें इतना महाघोर पाप होगा. इतने पहले कलयुग आ गए, आगे भी आएंगे, ऐसा नहीं है, क्योंकि ये व्हील है, राउंड एंड राउंड जाता ही रहेगा. पर जितना, क्योंकि इसमें आगे लिखा है ना, गोरखनाथ जी ने बताया ना, ये पूना वाले एक बार आए थे तो मैंने इनको समझाया था कि ये सबसे अलग कलयुग कैसे है. क्योंकि हिंदी में ठीक है किरण, इज इट ओके? ये कलयुग क्यों इतना फर्क है? क्योंकि ये एक पहला कलयुग है जिसमें इंसान इतना स्वार्थी बन गया है. स्वार्थी पहले इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन से हो गया कि इंडस्ट्री मशीन्स बन गई तो लाइफ एकदम चेंज हो गई. नहीं तो बस वो खेती बाड़ी और जानवरी के साथ रह रहा था और इतनी कठिन जिंदगी थी तो वो कुछ और कर ही नहीं सकता था कि वो जी ले, जिंदा रह ले, मरे ना, बीमारी ना आए, बस इतना ही था ना उसका. फिर एक ये अब टेक्नोलॉजी के कारण बहुत फर्क हो गया है. इससे बहुत मिसयूज हुआ है और भगवान को इस चीज का पहले से ही पता था. 1 करोड़ वर्ष पहले से ही पता था, तभी उन्होंने श्रीलंका को अलग कर दिया. वो सब है ना पोस्ट जिसमें कि भी पहले, क्योंकि जीव जंतु को तो बचाना, ऐसे तो हम लोग फिर तो वो आइलैंड कोई पार्ट को अलग करके आइलैंड बना दिया इंडिया का कि वहाँ तो कुछ ऐसे पशु पक्षी होंगे जो, या सिक्किम बना दिया, ऐसा कुछ कर दिया उन्होंने कि भैया ये, या नए नए आइलैंड्स बनते रहते. नए आइलैंड्स देखा है आपने बनते, अर्थक्वेक्स क्यों आते हैं? क्योंकि कुछ किसी को कुछ बचाना है, मतलब जानवरों को या पक्षियों को या सॉरी उसको वृक्ष को. कई सारी चीजें हैं इसमें, बहुत सारे जीव होते हैं, हम सिर्फ मोटी बात करते हैं, पर वो क्यों बचाते हैं? क्योंकि सिर्फ नाश थोड़ी होगा. पर हाँ, इस कलयुग में जितनी आज आबादी है ये दोबारा कभी नहीं होगी. ये अर्थ के किसी भी मोमेंट में, किसी भी हिस्ट्री में कभी भी इतने आदमी नहीं होंगे. This time is the most exceptional time on earth where maximum people are tapping on earth, walking on earth. And God has given a very valid reason. Why has God allowed? Because so many unconscious beings or inanimate beings also, उनको higher consciousness में लाने के लिए और maximum ह्यूमन बीइंग्स को फ्री करने के लिए एक मौका दिया है. और वो मौका ये कि आप जितना भोग सकते हो भोगो, पर इच्छाएं पूरी कर लो. तो इसलिए आज इच्छाएं सबकी इतनी हैं कि जो उसको इतना मार्ग से भटका रही है. इसलिए इतना स्वार्थ, करप्शन वगैरह वगैरह जो भी हम आज नेगेटिव चीज़ें समाज में देख रहे हैं, वो सब इसलिए कि भगवान ने कहा तुम भोगो, कितना भोग सकते हो, पृथ्वी को उजाड़ो, कितना उजाड़ सकते हो. मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ लिविंग ह्यूमन बीइंग्स and minimum number of trees. This is the only time ever, never will it ever be repeated. So this is the time, like I was telling you in the morning, that this is your timeline. So in the same way, in the whole wheel of this evolution of earth, only this little particular time called this 20th century's Kalyug is the worst, where you will have the most polluted air, most polluted water, most polluted food. The danger is not from animals, it is from pollution and environment. Man will die of new kinds of diseases, and there will be more diseases born out of your mind than of other factors, not from natural calamities as such. You know, not like in earlier days that there was plague or there was dearth of food and water. Now more people will die of mental diseases because they are already having so much ichha, na? And they are doing so much pap. So how will they die? They'll die because of mental diseases. And never ever will man be so restless, because the more desires you have, the more fast your breath. जितनी तुम्हारे अंदर इच्छाएं हैं, उतनी तेज आपकी श्वास चलेगी. जितना आप शांत रहोगे, जितनी आपके मन की बेचैनी उतना आपका कम होगी, उतना आपका सांस शांत रहेगा. तो ये बहुत पिक्यूलियर, एक बहुत स्पेसिफिक, वी आर एक्चुअली, किरण इट्स ओके नो, या सो ये बहुत ही एक विशेष तरह के हम एक युग से गुजरे हैं, जहाँ पे एक्चुअली मनुष्य का साइज भी छोटा होगा, यानी इतनी ग्रोथ नहीं होगी, क्योंकि हम फिजिकल काम नहीं कर रहे हैं. आप फिजिकल वर्क नहीं करोगे, एक्सरसाइज नहीं करोगे, तो आपका बॉडी भी इतना बिल्ड नहीं होगा. और इतना ज्यादा मन को अशांत हम करते हैं अपनी इच्छाओं से, राग द्वेष से, क्रोध से, दूसरों से कंपटीशन करने से, स्पर्धा जिसको बोलते हैं, ईर्ष्या बहुत है इस जमाने में, क्योंकि सबको होड़ है, सबको एक दूसरे का देखना है. तो ये सब कलयुग की निशानी है. और जो आगे भी बताया है कि भाई चरित्र अच्छे नहीं होंगे, क्योंकि मॉरल वैल्यूज आपने सबसे पहले तो टांग दी हैं कि भाई ये हमको चाहिए ही नहीं, वो आपने ऐसे साइड में कर दिए कि ये नहीं चाहिए, तो फिर देन दे आर सेइंग यू आर डूम्ड. आगे लिखा है ना, उन्होंने बताया है ना. नज़मा, रीड दैट लाइन, दैट डूम्ड.
Children are wayward and disobedient.
या ये देखिए आप क्या बोल रहे हैं, चिल्ड्रन आर वेवर्ड. आज के जमाने के बच्चे कभी भी कहना नहीं मानेंगे, रास्ता भटका होगा.
Their minds polluted with senseless imagery.
हाँ, ये उन्होंने बहुत तमीज से लिखा है, बहुत शराफत से, बहुत सुंदर सोफिस्टिकेटेड तरीके से लिखा है. अब आप इसका अर्थ तो समझ गए मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ. व्हाट टू से नाउ, कि हम क्या दे रहे हैं अपने यूथ को. हम अपने बच्चों के माइंड सेंस में, माइंड और सेंसेस में हम क्या डाल रहे हैं, एंड व्हाट आर वी एक्सपेक्टिंग, कि वो कोई महान आत्माएं बनने वाली हैं. क्या वो इमेजरी, क्या इमेजेस ला रहे हैं अपने अंदर. छोटे से बच्चे को हम कितनी सारी चीज ऐसे सिखा देते हैं जो कि उनको नहीं सीखनी चाहिए, है?
God so forgotten, so many people in conflict in the name of God, and God used for self-seeking interests.
Yeah, if you are pursuing your selfish interests, obviously you'll forget God, no? So never before, because if never before man has run so much after Maya or wealth or name and whatever, gold, power, etc., etc., the standard things.
Wars and famines, floods, cyclones, earthquakes, earth heating, wastage of natural resources so blatantly by all men and children.
If we are morally degraded, if as a race we are so degraded, it's like supposing you have a house built for 4 people, but you are lodging 20 people. So what will happen? You'll need to do a lot of cleaning all the time, like everything needs to be done on a large scale because it was meant for 4. So the same thing is happening for our earth. We are doing such bad karmas because they're all hanging in the air. The universe in Akash, the Akashic recording, what Shivananji has said. Whatever we are doing, actually it is in the Akash. And of course inner spine also. So if we are doing so much damage to the Akash or the universe, what will happen? This Prithvi cannot survive, this earth cannot survive. So God has to quickly give you or give us more of famine, not famines but whatever, deluges or earthquakes and this and that. So all the pap quickly gets cleaned or washed. So many people, animals perish. That's what happened to Kedarnath. So many people cut trees. So much corruption is there in the tree world, trade of tree. So we will have more natural calamities. Not that we have learnt any lesson from it.
Robbing each other of civil and political rights, damnation of dignity, violation of moral duties and disrespect for aged and weak alike.
This is so beautiful. This is the global scenario today. It's not only in homes or neighbors, even on the global level. One country is exploiting the other country. One group or set group of people or set group of countries are violating the rights of other people. We stamp on other people's freedom, no? This is the bad time we are going through, and this is Kali Yuga. You done? Garima, there's one more paragraph, then I'll come to you.
Ashwini? These are signs of abyssal, appalling society, degraded because for everyone selfish interests come first, then their moral duties.
And instead of we thinking of our moral duties, then we have to choose between two. We always choose our selfish interest. And it is so amazing when I think of this, that in earlier times, which we call the backward class or the traditions of India or whichever country, at least we people, we the men, we the women, we the people, at least we were scared that what will the society tell. That fear is gone. So many vices or evils were not done because we were scared to face the society, and we felt we are obliged to answer the society, our parents, our family. We always thought, what will my father say? What will he think of me? What will my family or my samaj or my society or what? How will I show the face to the world? All these thoughts were there. Nowadays we don't even care for that. So it has given us the liberty to go down the drain, further down, because we don't care what the society says. We say, oh, we want to live our life. We have the freedom to choose, and we don't care what the world says. We have the freedom, but see what we are doing to ourselves and the society. And that's what Krishna tells Arjuna, that actually I am a free soul, I don't need to do any action, Arjuna, but I am still doing everything, because if a person like me doesn't perform actions, this society will degenerate, because this society needs a role model. This is what Krishna said in Gita, कि आज मुझे कुछ प्राप्त करने के लिए कोई वस्तु नहीं बची है, राइट? मुझे अप्राप्त कुछ भी नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है जो मुझे प्राप्त नहीं हुआ है, और ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है जो मुझे प्राप्त करने की इच्छा बची हो, पर मैं फिर भी कर्म करता हूँ अर्जुन। क्यों? क्योंकि इस समाज के लिए, इस समाज के उद्धार के लिए, इस समाज के नेतृत्व के लिए मुझे कर्म करने हैं, पर मैं हर कर्म निष्काम कर्म करता हूँ, इस समाज के उद्धार के लिए करता हूँ। तो ये तो एक बहुत अच्छी सोच है ना। हम इतना नहीं सोचते, पर ये भी तो नहीं सोचते ना कि मैं ऐसा करता हूँ तो मेरी सोसाइटी में क्या होता है। या मैं एक छोटी सी बात बोलती हूँ कि मैं अगर लिटर करता हूँ, मैं अगर कचरा वचरा ऐसे नदी में डालता हूँ, ऐसा कुछ भी करता हूँ, हम में से कोई शायद ही सोचता होगा ये, ठीक है, एक डिसिप्लिन अलग होता है, पर एक ये भी होता है ना, मेरा समाज कहाँ जा रहा है। समाज का तो किसी को विचार ही नहीं आता है ना। और हम वो लोग हैं जो विदेशों में जाके बहुत अच्छे से रहते हैं। हम स्प्लिट पर्सनालिटीज होते हैं, क्योंकि उनका समाज ये चीज को मानता है कि ये समाज के लिए अच्छा नहीं है, थूकना गंदा है, हम बीमार पड़ेंगे, तो वो वहां जाके नहीं थूकते हैं। और वही मेंटालिटी इधर आके सोचते हैं कि यहाँ के लोग नहीं बीमार पड़ेंगे तो मैं थूक सकता हूँ। ये कैसे हो सकता है? क्योंकि यहाँ उसको समाज की परवाह नहीं ना। हर कोई यही कह रहा है, मैं समाज से थोड़ी जुड़ा हूँ। समाज से वो लेता जरूर है, लेता ही जाता है, लेता ही जाता है। हम कितने मूड हैं, हम कितने अज्ञानी हैं जो हम ये सोचते हैं कि हमको क्या मिला है, हम मतलब हमारा क्या कर्तव्य है, हमें हमारा क्या हमारी ड्यूटीज हैं। क्या हम रोल मॉडल्स नहीं बन सकते हैं छोटे तरीके में? सबको तो थोड़ी कंट्री के लिए कुछ करना है ऑन मैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर बन के ये करूंगा, ऐसा थोड़ी है। पर क्या हमको लोग नहीं देख रहे? क्या हमारा कोई कर्तव्य नहीं समाज के प्रति? तो आज ये कलयुग में इस तरह की चीज हम कहते हैं तो रूढ़िवादी है, ये तो ट्रेडिशनल है, ये तो बैकवर्ड है, ये तो ये सोच रहा है कि क्लास हमारी सोसाइटी क्या बोलेगी, हु केयर्स। ठीक है, आपके जो निर्णय, आप कभी इस चीज का भी हम उल्लंघन करते हैं, पर समाज के ये वाले एंगल से हम कभी भी अपने कर्मों को नहीं देखते हैं कि मेरा भी तो कुछ योगदान बनता है। ठीक है, और नहीं कर रहे, मैं तो करूं। देख रहा है, like they say na, one father told his small child, look son, watch your steps. And the son said, you watch your step, father, I'm going to follow your footsteps. So we should take up the responsibility and be so mature enough. और अपनी सोच को हमें अच्छा बनाना चाहिए ना, कि मैं ये नहीं करता हूँ, क्योंकि समाज पे असर पड़ता है। यही चीज आप थॉट पावर जो गुरुजी ने शिवानंद जी ने जो बात बोली है कि किस तरह आकाश में सब कुछ रिकॉर्ड होता है और वो कभी ना कभी मैनिफेस्ट होता है। आज अगर मैंने सोचा चलो मैंने ये सिगरेट पी जो कि पीनी नहीं चाहिए, और वो जलती हमने सिगार या कुछ ऐसा डाल दिया है, किसी को नहीं, कोई आता ही नहीं सड़क पे या ऐसे कुछ भी, कोई भी बहाने से हम सोचते हैं कि मुझे इसको नहीं बुझाना है, चलने दो। किसी को नहीं हुआ नुकसान, कोई बात नहीं, चलता है। पर क्या हमने सोचा है, भगवान ने दिखाया, या वो आकाशिक रिकॉर्डिंग मेरी हो गई है, वो उसका मुझे हिसाब देना होगा। ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है जो भगवान के रिकॉर्ड में नहीं है। This becomes very interesting. One day I asked God, I'm going to something interesting. So you've understood what I'm saying, that we are morally responsible for the society we live in and for all the generations who are watching us. Do not be bothered whether they're following you or not following you, but always be the best role model for them. irrespective of whether they're following your footsteps or not. One day I asked God that, I was thinking about this Akashic recording, because when I come to Rishikesh, if I've come alone, I have ample time to think about this very interesting, very far-flung things. This subject becomes more interesting when you ask Swami Shivanandaji or God. So when I learnt about this Akashic recording and how it is imprinted, and how after some years such things manifest, I asked God that we are billions of people, how can you record so much? Because this Akash is yours and all. So God said, I have a RAM which you can't imagine. And nothing, my server never goes down, nothing can be deleted. My memory is such. See, that's why we can get punishments or rewards if there are non-corrosive or non-deletable records. So always remember this when your mind tells you, let's break the rule. Let's jump the red light or throw a piece of paper here and there. No, it's all CCTV is always there. Garima. Any more explanations?
Some thoughts, when you say Akashic, you get some thoughts like breaking a midnight alarm by intention. And some thoughts are by its own coming and going. Sometimes they're good thoughts, sometimes they're negative thoughts, bad thoughts. It's not like you thought about it, came, yes, why this is coming, and that thought went away. What about these kind of thoughts? I mean, there are a lot of these kind of thoughts also come.
See, if such thoughts have a strong will or a strong Ichha Shakti, they'll manifest. Or if they are just a passing thought, that doesn't have much significance. But there are so many thoughts which are done intentionally and we work towards it to manifest it. They are the dangerous ones, if they are not positive.
Once I was very tired, I said I wanted to have enough of working. I got a mild accident in my hand, fractured little bit, and I was in rest for almost 45 days. So I was at home doing nothing. There's no pain anywhere, right? It's all like, because it was right hand. So complete rest.
I faintly remember one fable, one drishtant. I may not be too right or perfect in recalling it. But these I've heard about 30-40 years back. I never repeated it. One Guruji tells... नींद आ रही है। एक पुराना दृष्टांत याद आया जो कि बहुत ही मजेदार है, और वो मन के बारे में है कि जो हमारा मन है, हम जैसा सोचते हैं वैसा होता है। तो एक गुरुजी ने बोला अपने शिष्य को, चेले को, कि जो तुम्हारा मन है वो एक कल्प वृक्ष है, तुम जो भी मांगोगे, जो भी चाहोगे, जैसा भी सोचोगे वो हो जाएगा। तो बोले अच्छा, ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है। तो कल्प वृक्ष है, यानी कल्प वृक्ष वो वृक्ष है जिसके नीचे आप आराम से बैठ जाओ, आप जो मांगोगे आपको मिलेगा। तो गुरुजी ने कहा ये मन तुम्हारा कल्प वृक्ष है। तो बोले मैं जो भी सोचूंगा। तो बोले हाँ। तो थोड़े दिन बाद ऐसे हुआ कि ये सोचा कि गुरुजी ने तो बोला कि कल्प वृक्ष के नीचे बैठो और जो भी मांगो वो होता है। तो वैसे आराम से बैठ गया और उसने कल्पना की कि वो कल्प वृक्ष के नीचे बैठा है और उसने अच्छी अच्छी कल्पना की, क्योंकि गुरुजी ने कहा एक मन कल्प वृक्ष है, अच्छी अच्छी कल्पना करो बहुत अच्छा होएगा। तो उसने ऐसे ऐसे सोचा, अच्छी अच्छी चीजें सोची कि मैं ऐसा बैठा हूँ, ठंडी ठंडी हवा चल रही है, मैं वृक्ष के नीचे बैठा हूँ, ठंडी ठंडी छाँव है और मेरा परिवार मेरे साथ है, हम अच्छा अच्छा भोजन कर रहे हैं। और थोड़ी देर में कहते पर अगर शेर आ गया तो उसको एक्चुअल में शेर खा गया क्योंकि सच में शेर आ गया क्योंकि गुरुजी ने कहा ना कि तू कोई भी चीज, तो फिर वो मतलब ऐसे कहते हैं, फिर वो जाके रोया, फिर बोला गुरुजी मेरे को तो शेर ही ने काट लिया। तो बोला तेरे को मैंने कहा था ये कल्प वृक्ष है, पर तुझे भी तो सोचना चाहिए कि कल्प वृक्ष के नीचे बैठ के तुझे क्या मांगना चाहिए।
शांति मांगनी चाहिए और कुछ नहीं।
तो वो कहीं ऐसा ना, मैं इतना अच्छा बैठा हूँ, मेरा सब परिवार है, सब सुखी हो रहे हैं, सब खा पी रहे हैं, कहीं ऐसा नहीं हो कि शेर आ जाए। तो इन्होंने भी सोचा कहीं ऐसा नहीं हो शेर आ जाए, आ गया। हाँ? कई बार किया होगा ये, अब की बार शायद लास्ट बार किया होगा। कई बार होते हैं ना, जैसे कहीं हम बोलते हैं मैं बीमार ना पड़ जाऊं, बहुत इन्फेक्शन हो रहा है, तो आपको जरूर होएगा कि
those kind of opposite thoughts is not like हम सोचना चाहते हैं ऐसा है, हम सोचते हैं अपने आप ही घुस जाते हैं दिमाग में, तो क्या करें।
हाँ, तो आप अपने मन के आदी हो, तो आदत जिस तरह डाली है, आदि मतलब आदत, तो आदत बदल लो।
जब तक मन वापस ट्रेन हो
तो उसको अच्छा अच्छा बोलो कि ठंडी ठंडी हवा चल रही है, हमें अच्छे वृक्ष के नीचे बैठे, मैं सुखी हूँ, मेरा परिवार सुखी है, हम सब अच्छा अच्छा भोजन कर रहे हैं, बस बस आगे की बात नहीं सोचना। अब एक दूसरा दृष्टांत कि एक गुरुजी ने अपने शिष्यों को बोला, शिष्य ने पूछा ये क्या है, ये मन क्या है? बोले कुछ नहीं, बंदर है। जो चीज बंदर होता है ना, जैसे हाँ, वो एक कहानी भी है ना, वो मंकी वो जो कैप वाला, कि भाई वो अपने कैसे रिट्रीव करता है कैप्स, कि वो करता है जो उसको करवाना है। मंकी है मन, है ना? तो ये मन भी बंदर है, और ये इसको अगर बोलोगे ना ये मत करना, ये जरूर करेगा, तो इसका आप विपरीत करो। जैसे बच्चों को बोलते हैं ना, नहीं तुम तो बहुत अच्छे हो, बहुत खराब बच्चे को आप बोलते हो कि आप कितने अच्छे हो, आप कभी भी गलत बात नहीं करते हो, तो बेचारा ऐसे हो जाता मैं नहीं करूँगा। क्योंकि
स्कूल में भाई टीचिंग का नोटिस बच्चा होता है, नोटिस उसको मॉनिटर बना दो, देन देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम, एवरीबॉडी।
हाँ, उसको बोल तो कितना अच्छा है, तो कितना पोलाइट है। खराब बोलने वाले को बोलो ये सो स्वीट, ये सो पोलाइट, तो वो पोलाइट होने लगता है। और जो शरारती उसको बोलो ये सो रिस्पॉन्सिबल, कितना अच्छा है, तू देख तू सारा काम कर सकता। आलसी को बोलो तू सब कुछ कर सकता है। आलसी जो हिलता नहीं है ना, कि कितना ही उसको बोलो वहां से उठता ही नहीं है, प्लीज कर दो, हिलता ही नहीं, तो उसको बोलो आप कितने अच्छे, आप कितना काम कर सकते हो, तो वो करता है। तो ये मन भी ऐसा है, इसको बड़े प्यार से कैसे भी करके इसको अपने हाथ में लेना ही पड़ता है। तो अगर ये आदत से मजबूर है तो अब उसकी आदतें बदल दो, और उसका सारा उल्टा करो, कि अगर ये बोलता है तुम ये नहीं कर सकते, तो बोलो मैं कर सकती हूँ। बोले ये चीज ऐसे ना ऊपर से गिर के टूट जाएगी, बोले नहीं टूटेगी। मैं ऐसे जाऊंगी तो ये हो जाएगा, ऐसे होता है ना मन, व्हाट इफ ये हो गया, तो उसको सब उल्टा बोलना। बस इसका एक ही फॉर्मूला, और कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं है इसका, क्योंकि कल्पना है ना। एक्चुअली इसके पीछे बहुत सुंदर एक साइंस है, जो शिवानंद जी ने अपनी बुक में माइंड एंड इट्स कंट्रोल भी लिखा है, कि ये माइंड, मन को, जो हमने भोगनाथ जी की पोस्ट में भी लिखा है, उसमें ये है कि मन की एक फैकल्टी बहुत ज़बरदस्त है, जो कि हमको पता नहीं होती, और जो हमारे लिए घातक होती है। वो ये है कि ये कल्पना कर सकता है, और जो कल्पना करता है वो सत्य भी हो जाता है, क्योंकि मन के अंदर पावर है। जो भी आप कल्पना करोगे बस वो शेर में आ जाए, वो नहीं बोलना है, बाकी सब ठीक है.
And your business also said this, na? You go to an astrologer, he tells you ABC will happen, and you keep thinking about it, that it's going to happen. So actually, you make it happen. It's your mind that you apply to that.
और माँ ने बोला था ना नवंबर में मैं तो होटल में उतरूंगी, घर पे नहीं आऊंगी तुम्हारे, तो मैंने सोचा कुछ भी हो जाए.
So applicable, but it may or may not be very practical, because what happens when you're countering your own thoughts, you will not come to know when you gave in. And it needs a lot of mental power. Only these rishis and these tapasvis can do. They are very, very tough in their minds. They are the ones who can watch the thoughts and be an observer. Aurobindoji could do it. That's why they call themselves a seer. The one, someone who sees, only sees, doesn't act. Raman Maharishi could do it. We can also do it, but that's very dry also actually. In the sense, we're always observing, always observing, always observing. Like how they say, if there is an errant child in your house or class or whatever, what do you do with the wayward child? Make her or him very productive. Channelize the energies. That is the only best solution, I think, which helps. So the mind has a lot of power. Don't undermine your mind. It can really rule you.
Nowadays, like when I see kids coming to me, their parents feel proud. Arey, look at him, he doesn't share, he doesn't give. Like, unki bad qualities also, they'll tell with a feeling of a proud. My kid doesn't share with anyone. He needs only his clothes, like twins also. And they don't do this. And they
sense of pride.
don't understand that they are highlighting the negatives. So ultimately, they are spoiling the child, right? Child doesn't know what is right, what is wrong. How can we teach them as a parent that what you are doing to the child is, your child is not bad. If he is not sharing, it is not his fault. It is your fault. They think the child is not sharing, my child is not sharing, my child is like that. Your child is not like that. Because you are boosting it, your child is hearing it and your child is taking as a reinforcement. So they are doing this thing.
No, the story goes quite far back. What is happening in today's world is that we become very materialistic. Point number one. No, as a therapist or whatever. The other thing is we are replacing our given time with toys or articles. We do not want to give time to our child. We are replacing our time with objects. And we expect our child to know of values which we have not inculcated in them. So the fault lies in the parent, number one. So you can advise them that do not give them too many things. One toy or maximum 2 toys at a time. Same thing goes for food. Don't overload your child with excess food or options. Excess food kills the natural hunger in child. So the child will never respect food. And all the resources in future like water. They have no idea how water comes in the taps. If we are to bring buckets of water in our homes every day, which we did in municipality times, like when the municipal gave us water for 2 hours and we had to fill everything, the pots and the buckets, and we took a bath, and we have probably seen times like this when water was not available 24/7. At least in some of our relatives' homes, if not in our own house. We know of that. So, as a social reformer myself, I would like to preach the young mothers or the modern parents that for God's sake, bring back to your children to good old times. And if they are not sharing, I am looking very differently. Probably you can crack this and think about it further and deliver in a more applicable or more appropriate manner. I feel as parents, if we are greedy, a child will never share. 100%. The greed's consciousness is invisibly imparted to children, because the consciousness of parents, if they are greedy, has to go down to the child. We don't need to do great actions to show our child or children that how great we are and whatever. Our consciousness is passed through our actions, our thoughts, our presence, our cuddling, our upbringing, our daily interaction, storytelling, or whatever actions we do with child, or just being in each other's presence, because we are actually passing on our energy to the child. If parents are greedy, the child has to be greedy. There's no other way. If the parents are good and they don't do all those selfish acts, the child cannot do that. Now you translate it in your own way and tell them that you show them acts of generosity. If you are so greedy, everything you want to share, take, everything you want to indulge in, and you expect your child to be,
What I tried to do, because that day he talked nicely, so I gave him a toy as a reinforcement, and I told him, if you won't share this toy with anyone, I will take it back in the next class. If you share it with everyone, you can keep it. So that was my way of trying to change the child. So next time when the mother came, she told me, what did that child do? Normally he doesn't share. That day after going home, he kept that toy in the center, asked everybody to stand around it and watch the toy go. That was his way of share.
But couldn't part away with it?
Yeah. He couldn't give it, but he showed everyone. The auntie told me that I have to share, so you please stand here and look at this, how it goes.
Because he wants it again. Because the child wants the toy again.
Yeah.
He wants to possess it. So he's doing something half-heartedly. He's trying to negotiate with you that you do this, I'll do that.
But he didn't share, right?
He won't. He did this just to please you, so that you give him, her, or whoever the toy. They are very great manipulators. Never see the size of the child. They are great manipulators. Ask us. Ask us. And no one teaches them. They'll say, okay, give me your phone or give me your something and take this one kurmura. See the bargains they do. Or they'll try to, children are very smart, but partly the parents have to teach. See, we may or may not have the best kids, but we can make them the best children in the world. We can.
That the way we are reading this, the way our society is going, how that upbringing nowadays is so bad. Like out of 10 children, whatever I'm taking, now have a very bad atmosphere or whatever in their.
See, in school, in any subject, earlier it was just science, but now we have in many other subjects, we were always given projects to do, whether it is science or this or that. Projects. So you give them projects, and in a very subtle way you involve the parents and try to change them. You give them a project that, okay, how many old clothes you have? Have you given them to the deserving children? What about your old toys? I am sure there are toys which they don't even have the time to play, and they'll outgrow before they even touch them once. This is what we are doing to the children, because all you do is go like it in card, finished, and in 10 minutes the child has it. The temptation of how we went 10 times and our parents went and showed and said, oh, it's expensive. Okay, we'll get you on your birthday. Okay, you'll get a waiting period of 5 months, 6 months or 2 months or whatever. We didn't get things the way children are getting now. So what signals are we giving to our children? That these are your pleasure things, have them, indulge. Have fun and leave us. So that we can party, we can go to parlors, we can do this, we can do that, kitty, shitty, whatever kind of activities these women are doing. I don't know what they're doing now. Kitty is our times, I don't know what you all are doing. So that you want to get rid of the child. Na tu kar, mere ko chhod de. So, what kind of children are being raised? Live for yourself, forget about the others. And this is a very Western concept. If you see, when we were an agricultural society, how much we thought of nature and how much we gave back, because we knew if we don't give back to nature, we will not get the next crop. We won't survive. So we have these Devis, Kul Devis and Dan and Punya, or even leaving the land, not tilling it for 3 months, a year, or just burn the grass and keep it, so that nature can again nurture it and then we can use it. This is how crops are rotated, no? And this is how forests are maintained by the tribals. So what does it teach us? That we also have to have that cycle of not only receiving, also of giving. So you can teach in your own small way to parents, and first start that with your own self, your own child. That's what Bhoganatharji and all these gurus are saying. Austerity. There is so much beauty in austerity, if you all know what I'm talking of. We need very little to be happy, actually. This unmanageable maya that we have, and we are creating greed in other people, and then the sense of possession, then jealousy, competition, and we should have only those things which we actually need, and that which we can take care of by ourselves. We don't need a team of people to look after our belongings. That is austerity. उतना ही उठाइए आपको जितना ज़रूरत है. Like the best way to describe, and I'll conclude today's session, is like live the way the sadhu lives. Asking for alms means what? How much can your 2 palms ask and gather? This is भिक्षा, no? अब आप कितना ले सकते हो? और आपका पेट का साइज पता है कितना होता है? इतना होता है सिर्फ. वो एक्सपैंड होके थोड़ा इतना ही होता है. तो आपको एक्चुअल में इतना ही खाना चाहिए. तो आपको 2 मुट्ठी से ज्यादा खाना नहीं चाहिए. हम खाते हैं 4. तो हमको एक्चुअल में इतना सब चीज की इतनी जरूरत सब चीज की है. बहुत जरूरत है. वो जो 8 ग्लास पानी है उसको आप रिप्लेस विद कोक नहीं कर सकते हो. जितना आपको एक दिन का 2 मुट्ठी अनाज चाहिए, वो अनाज जरूर खाना चाहिए. वो भगवान ने हमारे लिए बनाया है ना, और उसके लिए लोग खेती कर रहे हैं ना, मर रहे हैं ना बेचारे फार्मर्स हमारे लिए. बस उतना ही, उससे ज्यादा नहीं. और जो टॉयज बने हैं, या आप जैसे जिस स्टेज में आप हो या जो आप काम करते हो, वो टॉयज एक्चुअली एडुकेशनल होने चाहिए. हम प्लेजर ओरिएंटेड एंड सेंस एग्रेवेटिंग टॉयज बना रहे हैं, जो कि हमारे बच्चों को और वॉलेटाइल बना रहा है. Forget about those violence oriented and that dishum and I don't know what all toys these boys play with. But even the toys when you buy for children, Will it aggravate their senses? Will it aggravate their violence? Does it calm them? Does these toys calm? Like, does this toy calm my child? Does it teach? Will he be able to take care of it by himself or herself? And so on. और ये कितने देर तक खेलेगा इससे? सिर्फ एक दिन का टॉय नहीं देने का है उसको. उससे अच्छा है आप उसको लाइफ स्किल सिखा दो. Which all children like laundry, helping mother. These are great games. You can play games. Help me. Bring 2 socks together, make a ball, put it in the basket. When the child grows little bigger, okay, get me 4 glasses, fill water. Shouldn't the child be independent? And can't these be games? 1 glass, whatever. You can, with your kind of baby little child, teach them. Sticks, pebbles, grains, rajma, potatoes, onions. They're great toys for children and great learning. Abacus. Later on they can move to abacus. You don't need expensive toys, and don't get rid of your children by substituting yourself with expensive and outlandish toys. Give a part of yourself to them, a good part of you.